So I saw this question so often on YouTube in the past, especially few years, and since Andrew Tate has blew up. And I saw many different answers to this question, and you will see my version in this video. So honestly, if I had to give you one reply, should you go to uni? I would say yes. Why? Because most people are idiots or lazy or just don't have the drive to go for a business or something like that. And for them, it makes a lot of sense to go to uni, to have a good degree, and to be paid a lot more for a similar kind of work in terms of how hard it actually is. It's sometimes easier to work with a degree, some kind of a job that you don't do anything physically, compared to doing some physical labor that can be difficult for less money. So for most people, actually, I would recommend going to uni. That's the first thing. The second thing is how, even if you want to start a business or something and you are still not making progress, or maybe you still haven't started, going to uni buys you time pretty much. It buys you a few years of literally you can start doing a business when going to uni, because you don't actually need to attend the classes there if you don't want. And you can, instead of like a lot of people in the uni are just partying, doing bullshit, you can work on your business at that same time, and you are basically buying yourself time. And it's pretty much paid for usually, because your parents will push you to go to uni, and you are basically buying yourself like 4 years or 5 years depending on what you are gonna go for. uh, and you are gonna have pretty much paid place, paid food, paid everything pretty much, and you can literally work on your business and not really take the uni too seriously, if that is something that you want to do. And even if you just want to bum around and do nothing, it pretty much buys you a few years of doing that for free. Most people, actually, their parents support them with uni, and they don't really have to work any kind of jobs if they don't want additional money, and they can party and do pretty much nothing with their lives. But if you are maybe a person that wants to push their limits to achieve their full potential, then going to uni is probably not a good idea, because it will just waste you a few years, because you are moving faster than that. You are moving much faster, and not going to uni will actually make you move even faster compared to if you went. And you don't need anyone's support, money, or whatever to actually listen to them so they can pay for your rent or food where you go to uni or some shit. And you would rather play by your own rules and make your own kind of progress, be your own man as early as possible. So for most people, I would recommend going to uni. But if you're like pretty much in the 5 or 2 or 1% of people that just want to move faster and not really waste any kind of time on that, and they know that they won't work any kind of job, they already maybe started a business and they are making progress, then going to uni is probably a bad idea. So if you want some kind of safety, comfortable life and everything, even if the business fails, go to uni. Absolutely, go to uni, get a degree, and you will have a good salary probably if you know what you are doing. But if you don't really care about that, you know that you are gonna succeed because you are actually putting in the work, then don't go to uni. By the way, don't be one of those people who say, I'm gonna make a business, I'm not gonna go to uni, I am gonna succeed and everything, and you are the kind of person who watches just videos on YouTube for business and doesn't take any kind of action. You actually need to show that you're able to do something before actually saying, yeah, I'm not gonna go to uni for real. You need to build a business first and see if it's really for you, because a lot of people think that business is something beautiful, but it's actually not for them. You really need to be a kind of person that likes grinding on a business and not knowing what to expect even tomorrow. So yeah, that's some of my thoughts on this. And for most people, go to uni, don't be stupid, don't end up working as maybe like in McDonald's or some shit. But if you're like me, you won't go to uni because you're actually taking stuff serious and you want to move faster. So yeah, guys, see you tomorrow.